Hey, my creators, what's going on? You already know in the Hago, it's the Ruger Spray, Chef Remo, out here in Atlanta. You know what's up. Definitely All-Star Weekend. It's definitely happening. Despite it's limited, I definitely still was bringing Cuts podcast here to the ATL. You know what I'm saying? So definitely tune in, check in. We're going to talk with a lot of talented people from out here. And also, too, you may learn a few things. You know what I'm saying? Pound that chest, come on, man! Hey folks, what's going on? We're here, you know what I'm saying, in Atlanta. Nonetheless, to my right, to your left, you know what I'm saying? We got Camillya in the building, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, woo! Man, listen, she has this dope brand right here, as you see it, Ebony Wine. Oh my God, y'all know the Ruger Spray, y'all may not know, but the Ruger Spray definitely is a wine fan, heavily wine fan. What's good, girl?
Hello. I'm so excited to be here with you this afternoon.
Oh, man. Yes.
Yes, I'm the founder and CEO of Ebony Wine and Spirits. We are based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, sourcing, bottling, and renting out of Napa, California.
Okay. Listen, first and foremost, let's just get right to it. With everything that's going on with Black entrepreneurship, why the need for wine and spirits?
Well, really for me, I wanted to be a part of something that that I knew that was great as far as like consuming goes.
Right.
And when you go to pitch something, or when you think of like an entrepreneurship, from an entrepreneurship perspective, we're looking at businesses. And so for me, I already had a love for wine, and I have a love for wine education. And so it was kind of a no-brainer for me, really, when it came to putting the two together as far as business, as far as finding that passion is something I love, and putting that message to the wine so that I could celebrate culture with the people.
Oh man, that's what's up. Like, take us into like take my creators into like your daily process of when it comes to this brand. Like, take us to the measures of the wine, to like the texture, almost to the bottling, to everything that matters. So take us into.
Okay, well, above all things, like I said, for me, I always start with meditation and kind of clearing my mind when it comes to just the business in general, to refocus. And
right.
So when it comes to the brand, anybody could possibly have a wine company or create a wine. But I think what's different from us is adding something like what it means to be a part of the industry with our brand.
Right.
So with Ebony Wine and Spirits, when you look up Ebony, or when you think about Ebony, you're gonna look up and you're gonna see darkness. And people can take darkness as something in a negative perspective,
right.
But we wanted to bring something that would be positive and that would be understood and represented all over the world. So what we took it as was meaning the essence of darkness. So something that is beautiful, something that every color comes from. And so we wanted to use that to unite our people all around the world. So when you travel and you go to different places, from Belize to Honduras to Mexico, you're going to find a huge diaspora, and that's from Hong Kong to all over Africa. Obviously, you're going to find people who look like you, and who simply speak a different dialect, but they share the same, so many different things that are just like you. And so we wanted to celebrate those things by uniting the culture. And so celebrating the fact that, hey, you may be going through something, I may be going through the same thing over here, and you are my brother and my sister all over the world. And we want to celebrate our heritage, our history, our ethnicity, and all the things that embody Ebony. So as far as day-to-day goes, for me, it's from sitting down to meetings. It's meeting with so our company that we work with as far as where we craft our wines. And when it came to picking and choosing our varietals, it was really, which your creators want to know.
Yes, definitely, please, we need to know.
So what we have, our varietals are Moscato, we have a Riesling, and then we have a Brut Rosé, and we have a Red Fusion. wine can actually be pretty intimidating to somebody just getting into wine, or somebody who just picks up a bottle kind of off the shelf from just the form of how it looks. And so I really wanted to do something when it came to people who are just getting into wine and making the brand as simple as possible when it came to the varietals. So the red blend is a Bordeaux inspired wine, and it just means five different grape blends.
Right.
The Moscato, people would say automatically, I love sweet wine. What's sweet? So I wanted to keep it as simple as possible, from the notes, from it being like a honeysuckle. It's gonna be like your sunshine in a bottle.
Right.
So it's gonna be very simple, no bitterness at all. It's gonna have very sweet grape notes. It's gonna put you in the mind of if you're eating a dessert, it's going to be a perfect pairing for your dessert. And our Riesling is going to be a sophisticated wine. It's very sharp undertone when it comes to the ending notes of the wine, but it's a bitterness and a sweet undertone at the beginning of it.
Right.
So it's literally something for everyone. I would say, start at the beginning. We're gonna go sweet, and then we're gonna go to a medium sweet, and then we're gonna go to your red. For me, I wanted to keep it as simple as possible so that we had something for everyone.
No, that's great. And also too, what's amazing to me with you is you didn't aim for, I hate to say it, within our culture, like the Henny, the cognac, the vodka, you know what I'm saying? You didn't go for that. You went for something where culture-wise, you don't see a lot of us involved with. So, definitely, it's amazing that you let my creatives know that, okay, you could break this barrier. This barrier can be broken.
Definitely. It definitely can be broken. I think it's definitely bigger than, the mission has to be bigger than wine itself for people to get your message of the wine. I think when it comes to our varietals, again, when you talk about tannins in the wine, I wanted to make sure that I wanted to break everything down so that wine wouldn't be intimidating. A lot of people don't talk about wine because they feel intimidated when it comes to describing the wine, when it comes to even understanding what wine influencers or people who are teaching wine are talking about. And so for me, I keep it as simple as possible so that everyone is gonna feel welcome and like a big hug in Ebony Wine. And so, of course, we go in depth when you go to our website, or when you, in different interviews as well, as when we're just specifically talking about per se wine. But I also don't want people to get blown away by, hey, I don't understand anything that she's talking about. I don't even know if I like wine. So no, I want you to say, hey, I'm interested. Where's the sweet one? Hey, I like C.U.T.S, which is going to be a red wine. Do you have any red wine? And then, hey, I'm not into the too sweets of wine. Do you have something simple for me? If I don't like sweet wine, yes, I have something perfect. It's going to be a Riesling. So something that they can get comfortable with.
Oh, you ain't at my creatives? Oh, we got something comfortable, my creatives. Oh, baby. Yes. No, nonetheless, let's just get into your roots, being from the Congo, Congolese and everything like that. What's the feeling of just like being of your country?
Oh my goodness.
To own a wine and spirit in America today. You're like, you know what I'm saying? In 2021. Like, we gotta go into it.
It's absolutely amazing when we talk about ancestry and heritage. For me, just knowing that I have a grandma who barely speaks English, and then you have like me. I love the connection of all her dreams and goals going into her family. To have a mother who celebrates culture, and a father who is, he's actually a professor, and he's very adamant when it comes to education and when it comes to celebrating your culture from, your African history and your heritage. So it's amazing to be a part of that. I love Congolese music. Shout
out to Congolese.
Listen, Congolese dance, like it's a whole nother level of dance. It's everything that is celebrated in culture. know, like when you think about the things that make you up as a person, it's so amazing to know these parts of you and to have direct lineage and contact with who you are. And I really celebrate that from our food. We have amazing food in Congo that pairs great with ebony wine. And yeah, it's just it's a celebration all across the board. I get very excited when I can tell my family back in Congo, you know, just what I'm doing. We still have family there, aunts, cousins, my grandma's there.
Right.
So yeah, and then I still have all my brothers are here, and then I have just business colleagues who are Congolese. So being able to give them something that is exciting to know, like, hey, somebody who is Congolese, who has Congolese lineage, can do these things or can celebrate these things. I think that's something to really, you know, cherish. So yeah, I'm super excited to be Congolese. So yeah, very proud.
She's proud. She's happy. She's doing something remarkable. You know what I'm saying, my creative? This is just dope and amazing. Let's just go into the next thing right here. Let's go into your trials and tribulations. Now, you know, definitely last year, 2020, was definitely harsh and difficult for everybody. And the theme for season 2 of this podcast and vlog has been pivoting. So take us into how did you pivot with your brand? Even though a lot of us was probably getting your brand, you know, what we're going through. You know what I'm saying? I wish the room spray would have had some in New York, but you know, it is what it is. But just take us into like the whole way you pivoted and what you had to think, and with your team, what you guys had to think about making the impact in 2021.
So my motto, one of my friends, they call her Miss Business. One thing she said that stuck with me is the pivot, not panic.
Right.
And so that was like all constantly in my head because we started the process and the dream of doing this in about 2018.
Right.
And, you know, constant paperwork and working on the vision and the plan to get to 2020, where we're at the beginning of 2020, where we're supposed to launch. We were met with COVID, and we literally have no idea what this is going to look like, what we are going to do. We can't have any type of, you know, celebrations or openings. So of course it was like, oh my goodness, I don't even know what's going on. I'm a serial entrepreneur, so not only did I go through that, I had to shut down, you know, had to close for a while our other businesses. So it was really like, okay, it was nothing but time to really think and get, you know, the team together and for them to discuss like, hey, what are your ideas? What are we about to do? And so we really, luckily, my team is comprised of, we're a lot of family, a lot of friends, and so the ideas are always flowing. My daughter is one of the creative directors, so
oh
she's
my God, we're gonna get into it. Because I read about that. I did my research and read about that. We're definitely gonna get into that, my girl. But definitely continue.
Yes, she said she gave me the idea. She's like, listen, you're gonna have to do TikToks. You're gonna have to do reels. You're gonna have to get very creative. We can still do this while we can still launch. And I was like, you know, okay, well, I believe we can too. It's just that, you know, I wasn't prepared. I'm not gonna say I wasn't prepared. It was just that the transition and the concept of that you're going to. My idea was not to be the face. I wasn't gonna be because I'm in the face in other businesses. But in my head, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use influencers. I'm going to use the wine, and I didn't have to jump in front of the camera. So what happened in 2020? Guess what? No, sis, you're gonna have to be the face. You're gonna have to tell the story.
I mean, but
of course now, you know, of course now I get it. Hindsight is 2020. But so I had to learn how to just be open to the concept of all these new changes, which like any other business, they really had to get superly into social media marketing because it was almost like the only resource that we had, and that's what we did. We did guerrilla style marketing when it came to.
Hear that, my career? Guerrilla style. Nothing like guerrilla style. Come on.
Yes. So we got down to the nitty gritty. We literally had from drawing pads to note taking to getting down to say, hey, what's going to be the concept this week? What's going to be the concept that we can do this dance or do this song, and then what was going to set us apart. So not only were we, so of course you're a black owned wine and spirits company, okay, But what's going to set you apart from the other Black-owned wine and spirits company that is celebrating culture too? And so, hey, we took the concept of, hey, well, then we're not going to just celebrate culture. We're going to show them how we're going to celebrate culture by bringing in, by having the global concept, by bringing in the diaspora concept to say, hey, whether if you're in Haiti, whether you're in Mexico, hey, we're going to celebrate you in Cuba, or we're going to tie these things together to celebrate the wine via that culture, via you still being a part of the diaspora and people who look like you. And so it was really something that, you know, just COVID in general was something that made us work harder, made us bring out the different concepts, and made us really open our minds when it came to our imagination of what we could do.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Wow. Oh, my creatives. If that's not inspiring, my creatives, I don't know what it is.
Thank you.
You know, let's get to it. Last but not least, here on Cuts, we bring people on Cuts.
Okay.
You know, we have them speak of their top 3 motivational quotes or top 3 advice. So for you, what would that be to let my creatives know?
Okay. I would say my top, can I blend them?
Yeah, either one. You can blend it, you can stir it up.
Okay.
The
So
background,
I'm going to mix it, pour it in, mix it,
All right,
stir it up, and then I'm going to serve it.
All right, the lights and darks. We're mixing lights and darks. That's not the rule, but that's what we're doing. All right, cool.
Okay, so my quote. I give love, I receive love, I am love. That's from my mom.
Okay. Shout outs to her. Shout out to Mom Dukes.
I'm connected to the ancestors.
Yes.
I am walking in purpose, and love is my guide. Also from Denise, mantra every morning. And my advice would be to create something, whether it be, I don't know if you want to be in the wine and spirits industry. I don't know if it's a clothing brand. I don't know what it is, but it has to be you. It has to be authentically you, because people like real, and when people see real, they can feel it. And so it doesn't matter who. I invite people to definitely, if this is inspirational, come behind, you know, definitely learn from it. But it's not even going to matter if it's not yours and it's not purposeful and you don't have the passion behind it. So that is what sets you apart in every industry. So having that passion and then leading with love. People, especially now, the time we live in, they want to be accepted, they want to be celebrated, and they want you to understand that, hey, they're your client, that these are your consumers. So you have to literally lead with love, and that's what we do here with Ebony Wine and Spirits.
All right, my creatives. Now, listen, we should know this lovely woman, but let everybody know where to follow you at.
Okay, so hey everyone, my name is Camillya Musunda. I'm the founder and CEO of Ebony Wine and Spirits. Follow us on Instagram at Ebony Wine and Spirits, and follow us on Facebook at Ebony Wine and Spirits. Follow us on Twitter at Ebony Spirits, and hashtag Ebony Wine and Spirits, and Ebony by Camillya's Organics.
Woo! All right, my creatives. Nonetheless, we out here. You know my slogan. You know how I'm closing this out. I'm pounding that chest. Come on, man!
Hi everyone, my name is Camillya Musunda. I'm the founder and CEO of Ebony Wine and Spirits. Are you following Cuts?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, man? It's yours truly, Remo Marak, a.k.a. Chef Remo. Yeah, you hear it, Cuts. You know what the Cuts stand for. Culture, urban, technology, and sports. Now, for the latest features, content, interviews, and more, click that subscribe button. Come on, man!